I think part of that is kind of the fear of it not working and also the procrastination. A lot of times it's like, oh, I'm going to have to really think about this. So I'm going to kind of push this off. And I think thinking that you need to learn too much or thinking that you need to plan too much is almost another way of procrastinating. And so we really got to cut through that and make sure that we're actually, planning something to actually do it as opposed to just planning to plan or just learning to learn. Now, I know that learning feels safe because you feel like you're getting something accomplished, but I do want to just put out there that learning itself is not really accomplishing anything unless you're actually putting it into action. So, while I do recommend that to take in as much information as you can, if you're actually setting out to learn a specific thing about business, I would definitely keep track of that. And I would definitely write the things down that you're learning that apply to you. So when you get those little kernels of information, those little golden nuggets that apply to you, I would write them down. And when you hear that, when you get inspired by that speaker or that book or that social media clip, whatever it is, you want to try to act now while the passion is hot, right? And so the moment that you're excited about an idea or a product or a service or a way to go about doing that, not only write it down, but start the action because you're going to get more done. You're going to get better work done when you're excited. But the point is, if you're putting your money where your mouth is, you're typically going to work. But when it's your money coming out of your pocket every month, so when you look at that bank account and you see, okay, the bank account is negative because we lost money this month, I'm going to have to go into my own pocket and take away from my personal finances and put them into the business. I think, especially nowadays with all the coaching and trainers and speakers and courses, I think that the information itself is overvalued more so than the action. So, to answer your question there, Jasmine, maybe the information itself is overvalued. And I think action is undervalued. And I think when it comes to the founding without funding principles, I think that action on your own is undervalued and funding things on your own. Because at the end of the day, even if it's a little amount of money, when something's coming out of your pocket, it changes your perspective on everything. And it definitely changes your work ethic on everything.